This area has a lot of places to fall. Like that. Right into the spikes. Boy, it's never hard to find a blooper reel on some of these. Good day. Hello again. Welcome back to Do It Now. We are now working on Ladro at level 16. If you just finished the last one, we sort of stopped partway through the Nameless Pass. We are working our way into where the next bounty is. We have a little pile of dead bodies around us. So just for orientation, we are working our way across this area, and we're going to climb up into here, and we're going to go down and do this a man down, which is quite a challenging space, but we'll get there all right. It's going to be just fine. Ooh, looks like within our walls, that's inside the war room. That's another plague gecker, probably worth doing. But we'll progress up, and we'll work our way towards this servant of God target. So again, we're using this recently acquired through another character bow, which is the lacquered bow. Good for level 12. And we are currently level 15, I believe? 16. So lots of room there. This area has a lot of places to fall. Like that. Right into the spikes. Boy, it's never hard to find a blooper reel on some of these. I'm going to go up. So we're going to work our way around this area and unlock this drawbridge so that we have easier access. And we'll unlock several other shortcuts and little passages along the way. Kick down some ladders. Easy to fall off just by sort of sprint rolling in the wrong place. Too close to the edge, and then they just absolutely leap to their doom. Well, they gave me 2, even though one of my hits was late. Oh, jeez. Learned nothing. Very nice. This waterfall, I think, has nothing behind it. One of the rare occurrences this game. It's always worth checking, but some of them do have nothing. Makes it all the more exciting when one is there. Again, we're looking at our character to see the circle while fishing. Nice little grove here off to the side. I find these are typically worth chasing down. That fish is creating so much better food as soon as we wear through what we currently have. But I am still picking up rough cut meat for mushroom and meat curry. He's going to break that gate, I think. Yeah, come visit. Slow him down and set him on fire. Ooh, that's a lot of reach. Glad we have this powerful bow. That splashing is actually quite good for hitting boxes as well when it's dangerous to roll at them. Oh, hold on. Stark Redis, 1 count of kidnapping. Torben Johns, 2 counts of burglary. Josiana Etchling, 3 counts of extortion. Hamus Jute, 1 count of murder. Orchin Broom, 1 count of arson. And Jonas and Elia Riven, 6 counts of murder, 12 counts of assault, 8 counts of robbery, 3 counts of dismemberment, 5 counts of kidnapping, 4 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of threats made against the crown. So that's the Riven boys that we were sort of looking for, the Riven siblings. This room seems to contain nothing, but we can open that door, I believe, from the other side. And then what we're going to do here is similar to the cranes. We're going to keep turning this, but one at a time we'll open these doors. So we'll go through them as we unlock them. Can't shoot him, but we can see that when we open the next door, that's going to pop open for us. So we'll grab the handle. Maybe you can hear my dryer is singing us the song of its people. And that will go on for quite a long time, to be honest. That triple hit from those people with the pickaxes can be pretty devastating. Okay, so that's as far as the little cage spins. And now we got to do some wall climbing. I find this is quite an annoying one, because just climbing up that last lip, you sometimes end up jumping over.
It's your moral duty to set me free. And me as well. How can you help? You don't have hands.
He seems nice. We'll work our way up to him. Oh, I moved right back into it. Very nice. I find that little walkway there, you end up having to do several times before you're kind of done in this zone. Is made easier and harder. You know, camera angles and things. And now we're right above where we were before. We can pick these up. Outrider leg guards. We're going to climb up this ladder. Right in the corner here, see there's a ladder to kick down. We'll get that in short order. Oh, missed it. Missed it. Okay, that's fine. Get back on the ladder. So we're going to clear up some shortcuts first, and then we'll come back and deal with Man Down, which is a bounty that's going to give us a Plague Ichor. And it will, we will have earned it. It's a challenging one. And pretty neat space. So this gives us access to this area here. This ladder's already down. And yes, there is an ore over there that we will grab from another direction. And we can see from here that glowy orb up there. So we do have to go up and get that. And it's a little tricky to get down. So this is the drawbridge that we saw from in here by the Whisper. So now if we run into trouble, the run back is going to be way better. And we'll climb up here, only to get down again. I'm going to walk off this edge, not run, so you don't jump back down to the waterfall and potentially to your death. Grab that ore, iron. And then before we carry on with this sort of wall jumping puzzle here, we're going to go up. This is a climbing wall. And it gives us access to a couple of things. One is this way. Oop, there's a glowy one. Herbs, always good. Dangerous to run on. Never found great loot there. And then this one goes over, and again, it kind of just, I think your reward is the vista from here. You get to look at the whole area and see what's going on. And that's not a bad reward, but it's not a sort of monetary or material or item reward. I'm going to jump across. I'm going to come up here and grab this Whisper as well. I don't think we have enough to make an offering here, so we're going to leave it for just a minute. Because I do want to offer the next one we get, which is Cerum Chamber, I believe it's called.
Strange expedition, this one.
We'll get a peek at them. Expedition down here, the Inquisition, sorry. Go up to the edge just to grab a couple trees, but we are going to go back into that sort of, I think, kind of jail space and finish the bounty that's down there to get. It's called Man Down. Another vista there if we walk right to the lip. Actually, you know what? Let's do it for a quick second. This wall is like, I don't know, to me it's very Guillermo del Toro inspired. See, it's like a big face where each of the eyes is another face. And each of those has multiple eyes and so on and so forth. It's very cool. I like the art style in this game. Now if we come up here and we walk along this edge, we will see this ladder we were trying to kick down from before. And if we go down underneath, we can get to the next part. But we're not going to go up there just yet. I just wanted to get this ladder unlocked for one. And now we're back up here in this space. Okay? So I'm going to come here and jump across to this. You can get across that maybe, I'm not sure. But right here, this is part of the jumping puzzle. So, oh, don't do that. That's not it. That's inconvenient. It's a kind of a long way around from here. So you can run up and around, or you can come down through here. You can walk back on those tops of the jail cells if you do happen to fall down from there. Or you can use this shortcut, which I believe is longer, but it's just kind of more of a guarantee. You can jump this. That's okay as well. Another easy way to get on here. Now let's get to this to the right spot. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to this spot. Up 3 times. Long tightrope walk. I'm gonna go ahead and not run it. That gets us the quarry guard key. Ooh, almost fell. Did fall. That's fine. At this stage, we'll go up this way to do it. So you could have come back and done the same path.
Please. I'm a traveler, like you. Many realms.
Almost jumped off the edge.
Astral. But you must... yes. I can... my thanks, Cerum, a fellow walker of the plains. My name is Finley. I traffic in the inconceivable, the unheard of, the unobtainable. My search for oddities led me to this unenviable position. I'm not a thief. Be quiet. Now, in my untethered form, I shall return to Sacrament. You may see me there, but only...
Some more townsfolk that we've unlocked. I am going to do one extra drop here as well. The only way really into this space is to drop in. Sometimes you get some good loot here, sometimes you don't. And then you're going to come up this door and come back to the splash area. Just for the sake of having visited it and picked up that loot to show you how to do it. Almost jumped over again. Awkward change, another jump. Okay, now... We've talked about if you come near an edge, not to be running when you do so that you don't accidentally jump off that edge. Nowhere in the game is it more important than right here, in my opinion. I held out as long as I could. I'm sorry, Tobias. I can feel it now. The black rain inside my mind. Thoughts turn to blood, skin turns to eyes. Do not come here. Your barrow. We're going to pop this open. There we go. And we don't want to come from that side. We want to come from here. And here's why. This is the drop. Significant. Not survivable. Okay, I get really good food ready. There's going to be one big guy and 2 ads in here. I'm going to focus on the ads first. Because I don't want them coming in from the side and taking shots at me while I'm trying to navigate the big bad. Oops. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, so we come back from here. That's totally fine. Easiest way back from here is the ladder. Oh, don't fall down there. That's too far. We'll get to that in a minute.
Strange
We gotta finish
this one.
man down first. Ladder. Drop through the hole. Not a bad run back position. Let's get this right. So that chest is openable, but we'll wait till we obviously get a little further down. We have less people attacking us before we try to go after it. That's going to be one add down. I'm kiting the big bat around as I go. Okay, ads are gone. And we just have the big bat to deal with. Try to slow him down a little bit, set him on fire. Get those dots cooking while I'm not dealing with him. Ow. I don't know how many more heals I have in combat. Oh, that one got a piece of me. Ow. Okay, so I've consumed my limit. Now I'm going to use some focus heals, just because I do still need to have some health. Oh no, okay. Probably should have focused on damage instead of those last minute heals. I think I was close enough to get them done. Unfortunate, but we can definitely get there. We have the capacity for it.
Strange expedition.
And that's going to get us another Plague Ichor. And a sort of new boss kill. Not that that specifically matters. I should go back and check at some point what's down this hole when there isn't a challenge here. Because it's not always an active challenge. But I typically only come down here when it is man down. It's always called man down. Eh? Oh, ow, ow. Okay. I kept pressing the up D-pad and I wasn't getting the eat. This is a challenging boss. Now I have the claws out for some reason.
Strange expedition.
Let's get our head screwed on properly and do this thing. Thankfully not a bad run back. Speaking of difficult bosses, we could probably at this stage go back and deal with Darak in the first area at the end of the sewers. Be a nice thing to close up. Let's try to go this way. Jeez. I'm draining of stamina just because I'm using rolls to get away from him. And, am I still... Yeah, I'm still a normal. And not a heavy. Boy, it's challenging to keep kiting fast enough and deal with the ads. It's problematic. We have this run back pretty quick. Last minute rolls definitely happening here. Just eating those darts. Well, he does shoot his friends, that's a factor. Nice. Okay, that's going to be ads taken care of. Okay, we'll play guard around this pillar here. Seems to mess with his movements. Take it. Just regen some stamina. Now regenning some focus with my wide shots so that I can place more of these fiery dots on him. That really slows down and arrests his movement. It's got decent range, this bow. I thought it was just going to be my mid-range bow, but I think I could probably get rid of the other one at this stage. Down to 18 health for a moment there. Troubling. Somewhere in the process, I've changed weapon types, which is really dangerous in combat. There we go. We're able to get it. Plague Ichor achieved. We're running quite low on food now. Oh, look at that. We finally got a shocking quiver of our very own. But it is going to be the same as the one we grabbed from the other character. So pretty handy. Good to have still. Don't really need it. Let's go ahead and discard that. We got a spear. It's not specifically a dexterity spear, though. Okay, so we'll go up, and we have sort of completed this jail area. Does that count for leaving the area? What if I go back down right now? Is it going to be instanced? Not yet. Okay. So we're going to keep going up. We're going to go into the Inquisition space. Oh my. That's restored. Strange. Yeah, so some of these are back just because we're in a new session, but also because we completed the bounty, the area surrounding the bounty is going to be like that. We haven't done the main instance of that area. We've only done the bounty version of it. So for the moment, these guards are going to be blocking that space. They'll let us through there pretty shortly. There's not much to grab on the sides. You can pop some of those barrels and maybe get something going. But let's go through the cutscene here.
Reason. The ancients built it to defend against the plague.
The ancients are dead, Governor. It's our duty, not theirs, to save the people of Kalen. Can you not hear them yourself, crying out for help? Calling us
door.
through the stone?
I hear nothing. The mountain won't yield to your words the way men do.
Of course it will. All I need is someone who speaks its language.
I think that's us. Let's go say hello.
Tender of the words, speaker of the dead, those who walk between the rain. There's a beauty to the old names, even in their heresy. Surprised I recognize you, Cerum. I used to sneak into the archives at night to read stories of your people. The church considered it forbidden knowledge. Old fools hiding from what they don't understand. But I think we understand each other. There is an inscription at the base of the gate. It speaks of a chamber to the west, a means of opening the way. This is why you're here. Go to the chamber and be seen by your god. Let your presence be my passage.
So basically using our blood as a serum to open this serum-only door that's supposed to be protecting the world from something. And there is an inscription on the base that says, "Open in peace unclosed days of suffering, whisper of the sayer from here chamber to the west." So like she said, there is a chamber to the west that we want us going into. And then that is quite a beautiful door. Pop a few of these along the way. But now that we've had that conversation, the guards down here are going to let us go west. There we go. Crestfallen Knight Helm. We're wearing Crestfallen Archer chest. This will eventually have a walkway that goes up there. I'm not sure offhand again what exactly triggers that, but it will eventually have a nice walkway. It goes across. And this one here, this waypoint is called, or point is called Cerum Chamber. And we don't have it yet, but it's definitely one you're going to want to evoke. Because have a look, if you come this way from the Cerum Chamber Whisper, right now it'll remain as the thing we can fast travel back to if we do travel somewhere, because you can always go back to your last destination. But this is quite the grove of spruce trees that I find replenishes quite quickly. So even into the late game, if you're trying to build up some spruce for some reason, you want to pop over to Cerum Chamber. Iron, always handy. Little mushroom action. And then we knock over this bridge, and it'll keep progressing us. But we'll go there in just a moment. I do want to show you the top first. So not only is there that grove, but also up here, don't discount or forget this. This whole area also repopulates quite quickly and has a lot of trees. So this is going to be really handy. The spruce, I find there's an absolute whack of spruce that you need to complete all the city builds and the upgraded marketplace shops and things. So it's super handy to have all of this spruce up here in a very densely packed little grove, one above and one below the Cerum Chamber Whisper. Even this is another cutting tree. So just got a significant amount of wood. And if we come up in here, we can grab this for now. We'll eventually kick that statue down so that we can walk both ways up here. But we'll have to go around to do that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's see how we're doing for supplies to feed this. Do we have any plagued gear as well? That's a good start point. Tools are not bad to give. Give roots, because I don't really make potions. A lot of these I find are all like 0.5, so not really worth handing off. Copper ingots you can get away with. We're not very far up the chain right now, though. Do I have any pine? I have no pine. So I'm going to offer that, but I'll come back later and fill it. The rest, it's also just making a bit of inventory room. It says Whisper evoked, but obviously I haven't given enough yet, so it's still showing white, so I can't fast travel to it unless it was my last portal. I'm going to go across and down around this loop, drop into here. This is not something you can go under and break these, but ultimately you're going to end up with this leap of faith down into the bottom. It's okay, we will regain all the height we need. We're going to be okay. Some rough cut, always useful. And I do actually mean that, even in late game. While you're not going to farm it as much, you still end up sort of collecting some along the way, and it is useful to have. The best item you're going to make with it is that mushroom and meat curry. So you keep making that one sort of on repeat as a backup food source should you run out of other higher end stuff. Loving single shots on those. So a dedicated boss kill, especially one that's going to offer you a plague Ichor, always going to be a challenging thing in this game, kind of no matter what. But if we're able to, with this archer, get through that in... You know, we took a couple tries at it, but that's okay. We were able to get through. Yeah, got through and still tagged me just a little bit. Make our way around the top. See if we can get to a position to read this. Here we go. I realized these were not the Cerum of legend, silent, mystical warriors beating back the pestilence, but rather a foul perversion, perhaps grave robbers cursed for their greed, ancient armor imprisoning their corrupt spirits. What torment or foul purpose kept them on their feet? I held my breath in the bushes and wiled myself to stillness. Answers could come later. For now, survival. From Adventures of the Wild by Slim Froth. So we keep finding pieces of the same person's journal around. I'll need to fix my fishing rod before I can fish again. So again, we can come in here and use these lower repair powders, but we'll use 2 of those. And now I can come back in here and fish. I find the fishing rod is about the only tool, not that it's the only tool that breaks, that's unfair, but if there's going to be a tool that's having durability issues, it's going to be the fishing rod. Ah, that triple hit just sucks. Could not get back far enough. Okay, so we're back at Cerum Chamber. Across this. Down to here. Leap of faith. Now that we know where we're going, we can swim straight over to it. He's going to be just up here again. Happy to deal with him in a tight space so that we can spread that AoE. Bounce it off the walls and make sure it hits him from all angles. So basically all 4 of those arrows are hitting even if only 2 of them are making direct skin-on-skin contact. Oh, before we go up that high, we're going to want to come around the side here. Oh, come on. Couldn't even see where I was walking. Frustrating. We will come around so we can get back to that bridge in time, but unfortunately we are struggling to climb that spire just a little bit. Oh, hello, friend. No, don't shoot down right now. I also don't want to be too brash after you come back from a death like that. It's very easy to get frustrated and sort of get a little sloppy, but you don't want to be doing that, because it's going to mess up your ability to safely complete the continued mission. It's important to be of relatively sound mind and like to sort of remain calm dealing with complex tasks. Jeez. Especially you get a few deaths in a row, and you know, while I'm recording, I'm kind of cognizant that you know, that you are participating alongside, and I don't want to set up a poor situation for you. Don't want you to have to keep watching these unnecessary runbacks. But this is a part of the game, especially when we're playing at this difficulty. With our, you know, benefits and limitations as being archers, being a ranged class. I think if we jump off that middle lip, I can get across that platform, but I am skipping it for now, sort of purposefully. I don't want to distract even more and take even more time away from what could be completing this zone. And dealing with these. We appreciate your time and attention and energy, and I want to make sure that I'm providing entertaining and interesting, but also kind of chill vibe content that that's enjoyable to consume without being you know, sort of too far in the other direction. So we were so close several times. This passage is going to come back up here, and we have a little fire here, which is I'm actually going to take advantage of and cook some things. So rough cut meat, this is the best recipe that I can make. The mushroom and meat curry. And the best recipe that I can currently make is not very high yet, in fact. So I'm looking for something I can make a lot of. That fish one I can make 15, that's quite good. Fish salad. Some skewers, which is what I'm actually eating right now. Can see several other ones because of the quality chunk of meat. I can only make one of them. And I can get 15 of these. So let's have those just as a baseline so that we never run out of something to eat. And then there's a danger here of making a onesie-twosie meal because you end up using up that one resource, but now you also just have that one spot where it's, you know, a single meal is eating up an inventory slot. But I suppose that single piece of meat was eating up the inventory slot anyway. So now we're back in this room, which is just off of the Cerum Chamber. Right here. We come back down here. There's the Cerum Chamber Whisper. So super easy run back now in case we have issues. But we have a big boss fight to fight right up here. Cutscene. Very cool faces again, split down the middle with those sort of those plant-like eyes. Here's the Riven Twins. joined twins, it seems.
To answer. Not even yours.
They have quite a wanted poster. They cover a huge portion of the map with their moves. So you basically, it's a triple, careful. You basically have to come in and roll when they're swinging. You want to stay nice and far away from them. Because they have some big splashy stuff they do. Stack those dots up. Oh, purple ground. Very bad. Made a piece of that one. Triple. Back on the material again, unfortunately. Stack some dots. Big circle, triple. Oh man, that hit me still. Just casting that terrain thing on repeat. Just gotta keep moving during that. Dangerous. Oh, I'm really down to 12. Now that got me. Shoot. Couldn't get out of that stamina pit that I was kind of in. But you can see how we can stack up dots and keep our distance and be careful about the purple ground. It seems to linger for quite a while. Let's pop a potion here. 2 of them apparently. So being left with no stamina is a real issue. Especially on those, you know, I have stamina to get that roll in. Triple hit. Hit. Use my health focus move again, just so I'm not eating up all the food. We're at halfway now. Below half. Oh boy, that's quite a combo. Bad time to be out of stamina. Ooh, 76 that hit me for. Okay, so when they're doing that, there's no real time in between for shots because it's eating up stamina that you need to roll to keep moving off of those platforms. I think perhaps if I was at a fast, that would be a little different, but as a normal, I do need to keep rolling. Oh shoot, I'm on the wrong weapon. That's frustrating as well. Man, the swing on that is so wide. there for a minute. A little early. Distance, be careful about his major attacks. I've used up my capacity now. Come on. Get stuck into not having enough stamina to get off of those purple tiles, because they don't actually walk fast enough. Because one tick is like 30 or sometimes 70. Well, sometimes you just gotta grind these out a little bit until you figure out the move and the right way to do it for your current build and status. But that's not it. Gotta keep some stamina handy for the evading. Focused healing. Just eating it. Okay, gotta keep more stamina on the tank here. Stay up, stay up. Another half again. Big circle, big circle. Get out of here. 3 hits, 3 hits. Now we're probably going to get a bunch of these. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, we got to survive that. 6 of them in all. Maybe that's a repeatable thing. Big squeeze. There we go. We got him. Excellent. Big quest item. Oh, look, we got a lacquered bow and a really high-end one as well. Just like what we're using. Let's have a look at that in just a minute. We're going to do this thing that only we can do because we are Cerum. And it's going to affect this big door. Nothing happened. Didn't open. Let the gates stand as sentinel. Open when the world is in chorus. Closed when it cries out in torment. This is the will of the Sayer. Okay, so there's something to that door that we don't know about yet. Okay, so this area will end up being a repeated boss that you're going to come back and hit when it is a local boss. It'll be something that'll grant you a plague Ichor when you do kill them.
Even your own history rejects you. I should have known better, believing I could find purpose in the last descendant of a failed race. But my purpose is clear. I have given my life to
Are we the
God
last Cerum or the
1,000
last one
times
they've
over.
seen?
And God in turn has made my life an arrow. An arrow pointed straight through this stone, at the heart of the rotten Kalen. Go now, Cerum. This is not your story, not anymore.
So she's done with us, and she's going to have another way to try to get into the portal through that door. We are going to end up leaving this area, so it might be somewhat prudent to be able to mark this. I find I just don't use those, so I can get rid of them. Yeah, that'll get us across the mark. Okay, so let's have a look at our area now. We have unlocked quite a bit in here. We still don't have this. We still don't have this one activated. We still haven't visited this one at all. But we'll come back to that another time, another way, another path. So for the moment, we are going to go back to Marketplace. We're going to turn in what we can, ditch out our gear, and then we'll do that other close combat one, which is in the war room. It's called Within Our Walls or something like that. And that one's going to let us get yet another plague Ichor, which is, again, our main contributory sort of progression thing right now for increasing inventory space in the various screens and increasing the amount that the number of times that we can eat in combat, which you see we've actually had some issue and we've run into some walls with that. So we ran out of gear space in the process. I'm just going to have a quick little peek at the gear, but I don't think there's anything I'm going to want to hold on to in here anymore. Let's have a look at the Lacquer's bow. I think it's very similar to the one we found. Press the wrong button there. Yeah. Very similar. Ours is a little higher level. Excellent. Good to have. Wrong spec.
Been trotting around the Nameless Pass?
We heard you met the Madrigal.
I'd love to get me hands on those fine robes.
Let's see if we can upgrade our... Oh, we'll do that in a second. Let's clear. I'm not going to hunt down a lot of ruins at this moment. I am going to keep those. Oh, I sold our hat. That's fine. I guess we are sticking to the new hat. These upgrades do not change the weight of the item and do change the stats of the item. So they are quite good to do if you have the materials. And it'll show us 5 levels on the pants, 2 levels on the tunic. Quite an upgrade.
They say he left all
Greatest never much cared for the Inquisition, though I am curious what lies beyond the mountain gate.
We're looking again for gems and
You've got some hardened feet under you.
research papers, but I don't think his inventory
When we first
reset.
met, I never would have guessed you'd make it all the way to... Used to get most of my metals from the quarry through the pass.
We're always getting some information now from the groups just because we finished that sort of quest area. Can definitely go back and get Derek But I think just for today, we'll just work our way through this town. Let's see what we have. Fungus Strung Bow, that's a cool one. Answered Prayer, that one has some intelligence, or sorry, some faith component, which I don't have the spec for, and I am not into. Simple table. Iron and spruce is still tier 2.
May your true name never be spoken, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna ditch all that stuff in town. So let's go up to the war room, deal with that big boss, and then we'll deal with Danos. Oh, we can pick up our extra gear.
Why kill men for free when you can be paid to do it?
Take all that.
Only the final god matters, not the first. This island. The
Let's do Danos.
Is that true? You must command a mighty respect to have been called upon by the church. I tip my...
Okay, we're coming along pretty good on these. We still have some pine to contribute. We probably shouldn't have been donating that. Oops. That's fine. Architecture shop. That's a key one to keep working on, because you can get better parts. Region state updated. Okay. That's because we managed to upgrade this one. Oh yeah, we did. That's handy. You'll notice that we don't have spruce showing up because it's asking us for planks, right? So we don't have those planks yet. We got to make those. Same with the iron ingots. I think our house is not particularly well set up yet for that. Let's unlock more food. Okay, so because we've seen food, I don't know if we've talked about this. See how this one doesn't have the check mark? So I can get that for 2 instead of the typical 3 that it would cost to randomly select a food and get it. So it is cheaper if you have already seen it. I am going to use the existing machines. Oh, I can talk to Danos about that also. And do the war room.
I must pay a visit to him.
Little discombobulated here, but we'll figure this out. Danos, always worth also checking his buying inventory to see sturdy, apprentice, crude, sturdy. Sturdy is tier 2, you can see. There's also tier 3 ones. I'm going to kind of wait around a little bit for tier 3 because it'll come soon enough. Okay, we're back in the war room. Tuck left here. There's always a chest. Good to have. Now this is the first kind of boss that we dealt with on this playthrough. And we fought him using the same method we're going to do right now. Oh, caught in the corner. We're going to use this piece of table or our environment detail here to create a barrier that he can't get through. There's a few moves he has that'll reach across that, but not most of them. Easy Plague Ichor to collect. And level 17. I have missed that in the past when you get like an accomplishment finished at the same time as a level up. It's easy to miss one or the other. Typically the level up is the thing you're not going to notice. So I've been having some stamina issues. Yes, we'll do that. We'll do this. Total focus is probably still okay, so let's keep beefing up Dex. We can respec those. We just haven't unlocked it yet. It's in the Crucible.
Glory's great.
Back to Randolph. Excuse me.
Like, better this
Turn in that one. War room. Okay, got it. I'll call this down. So this is already pretty full again. Equipment load. Perfect. Extra ring slot. Gives us a little bit more buffer room before we run out of normal. So for the moment, because we don't have access to our own workstations in our chamber, we're going to use the ones that are at the various shops to keep processing these materials so that we can keep feeding the building projects.
To hope, foolish not.
Plague Ichors again here. This one can run pretty low. Let's get another food. Let's get the last ring slot. And we'll get all the gear, because that's what we keep running into for issues. I will show you this, that occasionally you can come here. See that chest underneath? Hasn't replenished yet. It's pretty slow. Borderline non-existent in terms of regeneration. Since we're over this way, we're going to go into our house. So far our house really only has sorting places to put some items. That is very useful still. We have an anvil as well. Starting to really get it done. So I'm going to go into this one, and I'm going to dump all of these. And then back here, I'm going to hand off these weapons and our chest piece. And then kind of leave that. $31 of that. We're pretty stocked, I guess. You know what? Let's leave it for now. We can cook on these fires. Very convenient, but we've recently cooked, so we're there. And then, again, current comfort is 5 out of 25, so we're going to get the most basic buff possible. But even then, just laying down for a moment. These people have such long arms. Adding the claws to them really stretched that out. So they gave us all these buffs for the next 30 minutes. And as the comfort level of your house increases, that buff value will increase also. So let's have a look at where we're at. We have done the main quest portion of what's going on in this Nameless Pass area. You notice there's a black area still missing. We'll get that later on. We have done the main quest area of this, but we still have to finish Darak in the bottom of the sewers. It looks like it has some items for us to go through. We've gone down into this grove, but there is also another set of another area down this way. A meadow, and then up here is Spoken Unspoken. That is the Crucible. And then we'll also have a way up this way into the Marin Woods. But we're making good progress here. And we are currently level 17. So I think, again, we're going to call that here. Step back out to the menu. Level 17, we have 38 agility or dexterity. And we finally look a bit more like an archer. We're quite armored. We're a little bit different than all of our various mage classes in here, or this sort of more melee character. But really enjoying the dexterity class and appreciate having you along for the ride. Hope you've been enjoying participating as well. Yeah, your time is much appreciated. Thank you for taking part in this content. Be well.